Okay, so before we get into the video, I just want to say that this is a new concept that I'm trying with myself. I've done videos similar when I was training JJ and when I was training Gib, just kind of like a countdown in the camp type thing. So I've taken the same approach for myself. Obviously I haven't had a fight since well, before the last one, since May last year, so there wasn't any time to have that build up and that production. But we're trying to up the quality of the videos, we're trying to up the standard of the videos, and obviously I'm trying to make them more frequent. But every YouTuber suffers from the same thing, we get inactive sometimes. Furthermore, the realist is still with My Protein. We're still doing bits, you know, we got so many ideas coming up, you know, with the brand. I hate to just work with brands and just do a temporary shout out and then move on, because there's no longevity in it, there's no quality in it. But you know, with this brand and with the deal that we got, I'm very excited to do some interesting things and projects. So shout out to My Protein. Always make sure you head to myprotein.com, and guys, enjoy the video and see how camp is from the realist perspective. Alright, welcome back to the realist channel on YouTube, and the long awaited time, my camp, you know, my time to get myself ready for my fight February 28th. A nice empty gym, so I've got some space to do my work. And yeah, just start knuckling down really. You see Mussin help out with Gib and JJ, but you gotta remember he's a legitimate fighter, so I'm with the same weight. So good sparring for me. First sparring since I had my injury. So it's gonna be interesting to see how I move, how I feel. We've changed things a little bit for this camp, like we changed the regime and the timings of training and stuff to try and be more specific for me. And so far I feel good, so let's see how training goes today. My man Jesse, last video we done hit a mill, so let's see if we can have a repeat performance. Now that we switched the hip flexors off, we're turning the hamstrings, the glutes, and the lower back on. So, 15 of these. That's the warm-up complete. That's most people's workout. That's just a warm-up. But as you can see, I'm warm. Muslim, please. Don't do it. Don't do it. Please. Bring your heart rate.
What kind of music does he listen to?
1920s.
See how that goes.
Luther Vandross, TLC, you know what I'm saying?
That's what he gets. He gets hyped to TLC. How can you get?
Hey, Lonnie B know what I'm talking about.
No, but Lonnie has a right to. He's our elder.
Dang, Lonnie.
Oh, geez, hey, I'm a vet. I'm a vet.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, this motherfucker born in 1952.
Wow. Your music.
It's still fighting. Motherfucker got his biggest win. And this motherfucker's 62.
Gotta put some respect on it.
You gotta put some respect on that name.
Yeah, you gotta put some respect. Jeff, not only did I won easy, so we gotta put some. Let's add that in there too. We gotta put that in there too. You know what I'm saying? I love you, Jeff.
Okay.
Jeff, I love you, sir. We can throw that in there too.
Okay, I'm gonna throw that.
Listen, Lonnie's only being this nice because he's on camera. As soon as that camera turns on, yeah, he's gonna turn mean again.
Okay, good.
I forgot who sings it. Tony Braxton. I think it's Tony Braxton that sings this. No, it ain't. Wait.
Who's controlling the playlist today? Mustin. Put Bon Jovi on.
Oh no, I listen to this. I prefer this. I prefer this. I take everything back. If you got the woman moving, that means it's wrong. They shouldn't be moving in here.
What?
No. They're supposed to, we sit down.
Listen to hip hop. You know these new chicks, you listen to hip hop.
Yeah. No, that's cool. But this stuff, no.
You never hear, bro. Stop.
I believe you don't think I don't feel that.
He leaves me stranded, all alone to wrap my own hands. Thank you. Yeah. Anyone would think that like I'm a grown man or something. You know what that is? The setup, right? That's how I normally warm up. Well, listen, when you're a professional, I ain't rushing anywhere. I have nowhere else to go. So, what's the rush? I ain't rushing nowhere. So I put as much time into my craft as possible, even if that does involve warming up.
Yo did behind my back. He did one of the best things he could to make up for what he did. Now that his ass wasn't gonna be coaching no more.
So they said, Jeff, are you gonna do this?
Yeah, you're gonna be with KSI.
I said, no, but no, I'm gonna.
Whenever if Jeff ever does a YouTube like fan voice, or he's trying to be a YouTube fan, that's the voice that they have. What's the voice they have? All of them have the same voice. Go on, do it.
What?
The little kid voice that you do for the fans.
Are you gonna be training KSI? You said he wasn't a real fighter.
Yeah, the motherfuckers hated me then.
They hated you.
Like, oh,
you nearly lost all your following.
Yeah, I know. I had to do a whole fucking new post for that bullshit.
Yeah. You might as well.
That's that bull rap.
His name might as well have been Jeff Johnson, because the Mayweather had no power when he said that JJ won a real fighter. Then at the press conference when Shannon started, he was like, "You ain't a real fighter ever."
Good time, guys.
If it ain't give, it's Muslim. They were brought into my life to test my patience. That's what it is. God said, listen, you need patience. So I'm gonna bring Muslim, Gib, KSI, all of them into your life.
Listen. Music, the soul, it feeds your soul. This feeds your soul, gives you energy.
If I was getting married, it would feed my soul. Not when you're about to punch you in the throat. But it don't feed my soul.
You know what I listened to my last when I was about to come out? And
he's gonna stick to boxing, cause singing ain't his thing.
love you. Ooh,
He's saying that to all the fans at home. Cause you know his channel's growing rapidly. So yeah, first sparring session back. Felt good. Obviously not my sharpest because I haven't sparred since December, so you know your timing's a bit off and your range and stuff. But overall, felt good. Always room for improvement. But I felt good though. I felt sharp. Power's there. The more I spar, the more relaxed. You start seeing more things, start seeing different openings. But I felt good. Next time I'll throw more punches, get a bit more involved. But just wanting to test how I'm feeling since the injury, so good.
going on, guys? My name's Paul. I've been the head strength and conditioning for Viddal's camp here. So we got our last week leading up to the fight, so it's super easy workouts. We're just trying to maintain. We know we're not gonna get any more fit this week, we're just trying to maintain. So what we got a 10-minute bike warm-up on the assault bike. After that, we're gonna go into 5 rounds here. We're gonna be doing some med ball push presses, just really working on explosive pressing, right into some banded hip turns to really work his hip drive. After that, we're gonna get a little bit of abs in before jumping back on the bike, where we're just gonna get a nice slow pedal. Every 30 seconds, we're gonna have a 5-second ramp up to 100%, then drop it back down to about 50%. Rinse, repeat 5 times. Should be an easy workout, but it's a great way to activate all of the pressing, all of the hips, and that CNS. So what we got going on is V's hip flexors are a little tight. It kind of pulls his hips forward a little bit. So what we're doing is we're turning off his hip flexors before we're gonna turn on his glutes before we train each time. That way it puts his hips in a little bit better position, helps relieve a lot of back pain. When we stretch a muscle, we kind of put it into a parasympathetic state, and it makes it to where they don't fire quite as much neurologically. So we do that on the hip flexors to relax them, and then we basically excite the glutes and excite the hamstrings so they fire more. So it basically allows the hamstrings and the glutes to take more of the work off of the hip flexors so we don't get such tight hips. So every boxer has their superstitions or their habits that they just have to do every time. So on the strength and conditioning side, even though shadow boxing is generally done for the boxing workouts, not the strength and conditioning, V always likes to do 1 3-minute round of shadow boxing before we get into the workout. It's just his little superstition, his thing he's got to do, but it works great for the warm-up leading into it. So that's what we're doing right now.
Media day, 2 days before the fight. All the hard work's done. This stuff is literally just for the media, just for show, or for your YouTube channel if you're fortunate enough to have one of those. And yeah, that's it really. Just gonna loosen out. The weight's been made, everything there, fitness is there, t-shirts are here. So now it's just a matter of playing around. That's it. Yeah, yesterday I was actually over. I was overweight, 0.8.
Yeah.
And on a man's scale, I was bang on.
Yeah.
I didn't eat anything the whole day. I didn't drink anything. When we got to their scales, I was 0.8. Jeff was like, "You need to go to the toilet?"
Yep.
I was like, "No."
I think you need to go to the restroom.
He said,
Gotta
"Yeah,
go to the restroom."
No. But then when I saw the toilet, I was like, let me try it. Whole 0.8 came out.
Oh yeah. A solid pound easy.
No, but it was a bang on 0.8. I went to exactly 201. I thought maybe there is a good. It's crazy.
That's funny.
It was actually because obviously without too much information, I thought I was done. Then I sat down an extra little bit longer. Then all of a sudden, another bit was on the arrival, and that must have been the point too.
It came out perfect.
In other words, it came out perfect. But
Why they ask me for favors? Why they tracking on my papers? Why they watching on my acres? Why they ask me for favors? Why they tracking on my papers? Why they watching on my acres? It sound like the beat came, not playing these weak games. It sounded like meat came. Woo, sheesh. Some pictures have been framed, some niggas have been tamed. It's mad when the drip stains. Always knew that the whip would change. Strategize over rookie mistakes. I just know when the chick came. T-whip the 7 and scurrying her lane. It's the land of the stars and fame. The reason we sit where the Lakers play. I don't care what the fakers say. Mom saw the sun that's making hay. Hey, it seems that they hate on the kid. I throw shots and I aim for the mid. Covered floor with the champers and lids. It's so lit, man, I'm winning we did. And there's some of the case we read. We're cooking leave space in the fridge. So much they don't think that it's lich. We just hit them, attack them and smash them. It's fire straight after we burning the bridge. Get a cut when I'm pulling up stitch. Information, we're running the pitch. So one point that they think it's a bitch. Live the dream, don't rely on the rich. It's just me and my niggas, you bitch. Why they ask me for favors? Why they tracking on my papers? Why they watching on my acres? Why they ask me for favors? Why they tracking on my papers? Why they watching on my acres? Yo, yeah, we reckless. Damn, we just bling on the necklace. Leaving the shit and we leave different exit. Cool for the bros, could be staying connected. What you expect, bitch? It's a new sound and I'm confident. Got it cool now, act a fool now. That's never changed. Mama told me she's proud now. All the y'all got surround sound. It could be Love Town or it's Pound Town. But around me, you just might see neon green cause it's Fendi. So we live in sports and it's part free. Still Minge got the things bendy. And it's AA and that Bentley. No rent, oh, he just got P like, ayy.
trying to get the bro shots in. Yeah, I wish I would have stopped it, but you know, that's boxing though. That's how it goes.
At the end of the day, win's a win, right?
Yeah. That's
Congratulations.
it. Thank you, man. Thank you. That's what we wanted. We wanted W. Been good. I've had a awkward opponent, someone there to survive. So by the time I get to my 10th fight, I would have experienced more. Yeah, and that's what I knew I was gonna do earlier. So everyone's like, oh, I'm
Okay. So we got the W. That's 4-0. It went pretty much exactly how we expected. We expected V to come in and him just kind of turtle up and not want to throw a whole lot, which is exactly what happened. Super happy with the performance. You know, we didn't get the knockout. You always want the knockout, but now we got 4 more rounds of really good knowledge under his belt. And yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, a W is a W. So I'm proud of the man, and yeah, can't wait for 5-0.
Yeah, come on, winners win. That's what we're saying. Like, we knew he was gonna get the job done, and he did it. Four rounds of boxing. Didn't get the knockout, but happens, innit? But we knew we'd get the win anyway, so happy with that. 5-0 soon come.
We don't lose. I don't know the feeling. You don't know the feeling. Just win.
5-0 soon come.
Every day.
5-0 is coming.
Win. You know what it is. Win.
Okay, so it's the realest channel. It's been a long day. You know, always after you've had the fight, your energy's here, you spike, and you go down, you're just tired, you want to rest. But we got the win, we got what we wanted, and that's the #1 thing in boxing, is to get the W. We're 4-0, you know, we didn't get a knockout. I always want to get a knockout, but it is what it is. We're going to work on it, we're going to improve our finishing, and you'll see improvements definitely down the line, even starting from my next fight onwards. But yeah, everyone that's watching, like and subscribe. To the people that's not watching, make sure you start watching and then you like and subscribe. It's the realest channel on YouTube. Boop.